Hi everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Natalie. If this is the first time that you're watching my videos, thank you for stopping by. I hope that if you enjoy what I do and share on this channel, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. In this video, we are going to talk about this upcoming week astrology forecast, and we'll end the video with a message from the universe, from the tarot and oracle cards for the collective. So this week, we do have quite a bit happening, and I want us to pay a little bit attention and all the little messages that we receive or exchange through conversations, from where you get your news, information, and so on and so forth, because there might be nuggets of wisdom or information that will come in. And the reason I say that, because Mercury is going to be quite busy this week, as Mercury is in one of its home sign, Gemini. So Mercury energy is strong, and we're also going to have a Mercury Cazimi, which we'll be talking about. But first things first, on the 11th, we do have Mars that just recently entered Taurus, that is going to have a square with Pluto retrograding in Aquarius. Yes, so it's not the most fun and easy breezy aspect whenever Mars square Pluto or square any planet. Is going to be a bit of a tension, a bit of a friction that is happening, right? Because that square energy require us to move through it. We have to do something about it, right? As a square, it's not the most comfortable energy, and with Mars it can be, you know, just a little bit. And also we do have Pluto, so we have you know, the two very fiery, deep Plutonic planets meeting up. They both rule Scorpio, and Mars also rules Aries, so it's very fiery. Today can be a little bit we can feel tension maybe around the air building up, whether this is within ourselves or with others, or other might exhibit that energy, right? We can feel an escalation of anger, tension, impulse around us. It can even be very volatile and violent. We might see, unfortunately, an increase of that around the world among people, and especially with what is happening in the world right now. Unfortunately, today we might really see some violent news, but I also want to remain hopeful and continue to send out, you know, positive healing energy that it will turn the table around, you know. But individually, you might feel triggered easier, right? Everything is just like, oof, a little bit on your nerves today, or on the other people's nerves. So you might see people popping off easier. You might see people are like easily triggered, angry, annoyed. They're like, ooh, you know, just like giving off this vibe that's like you're constantly in this fight or flight mode, maybe, and maybe you yourself is doing that, right? So be mindful with yourself and everything around you. And if you see maybe people exhibit that energy, maybe just stay away, maybe just like pull yourself out from the situation, don't engage with it. And Mars in Taurus is also very stubborn. It can make us feeling like resistant to budge, like I'm just not gonna give in, and I'm just gonna stay in this fight, and I'm not gonna like let you win, you know. So if you feel that energy, just try the best to move through it, maybe by move through it. This might be a day where you need to have some outlet, maybe go for a run, like do like a sweaty workout, right? But with Mars and Taurus, maybe today's approach might be a bit different. Mars and Taurus want us to sit with ourselves, our energy, our body, coming back into our body, our sensual experience, right? And Taurus is asking us maybe to allow our bodies to tell us what exactly we're feeling. What is making you so angry and trigger? What is it trying to tell you, right? Maybe this is something you need to face, you need to deal with, you need to look at deeper within. Maybe this is a great day to move through the energy with a guided meditation, with, of course, movement. Maybe this is about you attending back to your body, nourishing it, your body with a nourishing meal, some good food, or maybe this is rest, right? This is taking action by resting, by resisting to engage, to pop off, but to rest and resist, right? So this can be the other way to work with it as well. So do pay attention to see what comes up for you. And then we have a bunch of different planets interacting, taking its turn to have a sextile with Chiron and Aries. So I'm going to group them together and talk about it. So first, on 11th, we have Venus in Gemini having a sextile with Aries. And then in 2 days, Sun in Gemini will sextile Chiron in Aries. And finally, 14, 2 days, next day, we'll have Mercury in Gemini having a sextile with Aries. So Venus, Sun, and Mercury, they're gonna take turn to sextile Chiron in Aries. So overall this week, there's this big Chiron energy in the background with all these different planets. What does it mean? So maybe this week might be for some people really highlighting their healing journeys, right? Because Chiron is that wounded warrior energy, wounded healer within us. This is us, no matter where you are, which stage, which part of healing journey you're on with yourself. Maybe this is a self-discovery journey. This is you looking within your wounds, your traumas, your past, in order to heal, to learn, to evolve and grow from it, right? So everyone is going to have a different experience and on their own path. This week might be a highlight, right? Venus, Sun, and Mercury. This might be a week where you are having conversation, right, with your therapist, with your healer, people that you work with, to talk about your healing journey or your self-discovery journey. Maybe this is the week where you're making progress or you're deciding to embark on one, to explore, to discover, to heal. Maybe this is a week where you are helping others to do that, right? We have Venus, we have Mercury, we have the Sun. This is you really looking at it. The sun is shining on it. What do you need to talk about? Maybe you need to express your pain to the people that is causing it. Who knows? It can play out in so many different ways, but there's a focus on yourself, your own healing discovery journey this week. How would you like to go about with it? All these planets are here to support you. It's a sextile, very helpful, supportive. So please, if that is you, if you resonate with it, this is the week to really step out and take some action. Whether this is you're really facing that part of yourself, allowing yourself to open up to help and healing and all this stuff. Maybe this is you reaching out to schedule a session with a healer, astrologer, a therapist, whoever resonates with you, right? This is maybe a week where you talk about it. You find your friend, your trusted person that you want to express yourself. You want to talk about it, right? You want to share it. Or this is you sharing your story with others. Or maybe you're on the receiving end and someone is doing that with you. So no matter how it play out, it is beautiful. It is healing. It is helpful, right? So back to the week. On the 12th, we do have Mercury having a square with Saturn and Pisces. So on the 12th, they're kind of interrelated. This can be a day of tough conversation, hard conversation. This can be a day where, you know, something need to be addressed, something need to be brought up to discuss about it. We want to talk about it. Maybe this is finding solution to solve a problem or situation. This is bringing up an issue that need our attention, healing a situation, right? Since it is in Gemini, Mercury is in Gemini, is strong. We want to engage, we want to exchange, we want to talk about it, right? And with square in Saturn, it's like there may be a lot of information, energies, and it's overwhelming, right? Because Mercury is in Gemini, this can be overflowing of information. She want to say that, he want to say that, you want to say that, and then there's so many people talking. And today might be the day where you're like, you know what? I need a moment for myself. Saturn is like, let me help you sort it through. You are overwhelmed with all this information, maybe coming from different people, different outlets, or different sides from a situation. You need that day to declutter, to sort through the information and see what is true, what is not, what is aligning, what is not, what is helpful with my situation, what is not, what is aligning, what is not. Sift it through, find out the truth that you need to help you to move forward in whatever situation you're in, right? So Saturn might help you find out the truth, the answer, the clarity within or from other person, right? This might be something that for some people this is a relief, like, yeah, I don't need to care about this information anymore, I don't need it, or oh, this is not true, I don't need to care about it. And for some it can be a bit tough, like, wow, okay, now I see it, now I see the truth, I got the clarity. It's a tough pill to swallow, but at least now I know and I can do something about it. I can decide what I want to do about it, right? So this can be that kind of day. And finally, on the 15th is the Mercury Cazimi that I want to talk about and bring our attention to. Mercury Cazimi is going to take place on the 15th, 12:32 a.m. Hong Kong time. So for later time zone, this will be on the 14th, 12:32 p.m. Eastern time, adjusted time according to where you are in the world. This is a day where the Sun and Mercury align together to at 24 degrees in Gemini. So if you do have 20 something, a planet's degree point at the 24 degrees in Gemini or mutable signs, you're gonna feel that a little bit more than the others, right? So Mercury Cazimi is a moment where the sun shines the light on truth, on information that needs to be known. Maybe a secret will be revealed. Maybe the most important piece of information will come out in the midst of all those information. Remember, it's in Gemini, it can be a lot of information coming from different directions, but today is where you can pick out the truth, or today you receive the clarity, the answers coming in. The information might come in to lead to a breakthrough, a turning point, a realization, aha moment within yourself, right? So take and see, this might be something that you're moving through, a situation that you're going through, a situation you're trying to solve, issues that you're trying to deal with. This might be something related to your Gemini house. What kind of topics is it about? Today, maybe some kind of divine message might come in. Maybe a sign and synchronicity will come in for you. So be open and see what that might mean for you. And this is also kind of happening in the midway point between our new and full moon. So this is the first quarter moon moment. So since we did have that new moon in Gemini that is ruled by Mercury just last week, this week having that Mercury Cazimi might be you seeing your new moon message this week, right? Sometimes the time is not the exact, the message can come in later. So this Mercury Cazimi moment might be happening for you a little before and after as well. So make a mental note and see what comes up for you this week around the 15th, your aha moment of clarity or answer that you're waiting for or seeking for as well. So this is this week. Now let's take a look at our reading. So from the tarot cards, we have some major arcana here. We have the World and the Fool, which signifies endings and beginnings. And right in the middle, we have this Knight of Sword. So this is really much that mercurial energy that I'm talking about. This might be a week where you finally find some kind of clarity, answer, solution to help you close out something in your life, close out a chapter in your life to start a new one, right? Very literal for some of us. Maybe this is closing out a story, ending a situation, ending a relationship even, right? Or whatever it is happening in your life, changing jobs, right? Maybe you're receiving the message that you need and to put in that notice so that you can get out of this job that you don't want and go for something that you truly want, right? This is just one example, but for some, I feel like this week is really kind of like a major week, a turning point for you. Something's going to happen, something's going to come in or within. Remember, message can come from within. Your aha moment, realization, you're like, oh, that's it. I got it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it, right? So maybe this is like a yes for some of you, right? So like I said, this week we have a lot of information that might be coming through, and with the Mars square Pluto aspect, the beginning of the week can get really volatile, and I'm not surprised. That is why we do have this Moonology card come out, full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions, right? Take care of your energy this week, because there might be some, volatile energy coming out. And then we have full moon in Aquarius, and Pluto is in Aquarius right now. Be real, right? This is about seeing the truth this week for what they are. And also with that Mercury Cazimi, this might be the one, that full on light shining on Mercury, on the news, on the information, on the clarity, solution, answer that you need, that you are looking for or waiting for, to give you the sign of, now I see it, right? Lastly, from the Oracle card, we have Thinker. I love this card because it's very much related to what we're talking about. All these Mercury energy, right? And with all the different aspects with Chiron. So this week is really about knowing what is coming up for you, right? And maybe sometimes it's about seeing what comes up for you and try not to overthink or draw into too much. Maybe something come up you already know, and this kind of confirm what you have in mind, what you have been thinking about, right? For some, something might come in for you to really make you think about maybe the current situation that you're moving through, or a relationship, situationship, right? An area of your life. No matter what happened, just know that the information that's coming in this week ultimately want to help you move through something. So while you sit on it, think about it. Also at the same time, don't overthink and drill within, right? This is about really listening to what is coming up, what is coming in for you. Think about it, but don't let it drown you, overwhelm you, which can happen during Gemini season when we're overwhelmed by information or news or whatnot. Finding the way that works best for you to allow yourself to sit with it, to process it, and trust yourself, that you do have everything within you that you need to make the decision, the choices that you need, that ultimately will be there for your highest good, right? So I hope this message helps, and comment below if you want to connect with me. Again, if you're interested to work with me, I offer all kinds of astrology consultations, tarot akashic reading, and Reiki energy healing sessions. If you're interested, pop an email below in the description box, or you can just message me. You can DM me over on the Instagram, follow me there as well. I host live there sometimes. In the meanwhile, take care of yourself. I am sending you all so much love. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.